Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take
My microphone wasn't connected.
at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain
General
of responsibility on your
Style.
shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty
Aren't
much
you
the end
a
of
bold
WWE as we
one?
know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was
Is
the puppet mistress pulling the
is the
strings
game
of the
loud enough?
Mutiny Rebellion. And as you may have heard,
Let's just turn
you
it
and
up.
I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You are part of the NXT 4
There we go. That should be fine.
You and Bailey don't just have history. You have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
You know, I would actually pay to see Becky dress up as Hugger Bailey. Alright, I'm going to redo my intro here because my microphone wasn't connected for some reason. For the sake of YouTube, hey guys, my name is TheEpicAlec and welcome back to WWE 2K25 MyRise. Alright, let's bring Bailey home, I guess.
Split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE. You're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Alright, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Oh my god. Oh, please be Becky dressed up as Bailey and not just Amber. Becky Lynch hasn't forgotten what it does. Okay. God, the loading screens are too fast for me to read anything.
Becky Lynch.
Damn it.
Ready for action.
And they don't have pyro for her entrance. So she just looks weird.
Making her way to the ring.
Or pyro? The smoke. Sweet Jesus.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Uh-oh.
Everyone knows her history with Nia
Shit.
Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man
God,
became the man.
God damn.
This will get everyone talking. There's more on
Brick
Becky's
wall.
mind than beating Nia.
God.
It's
Mother.
even how she's handling it differently in there. There's something
Motherfucker.
about it.
There we go.
Into the hip toss.
Okay, that is a rough taunt to have face. Blah.
Oh, short clothesline hits its mark. Double
I would.
underhook
Oh
applied.
god damn it.
Up and the glam slam. Oof.
Why does it have to be that awful glam slam effect animation too?
Oh.
God damn it.
We got a cover. And she kicks it
Nia
out
is
too
kicking
soon.
my ass. Holy shit. Ow.
Move with that much weight behind it. Elbow drop. Momentum is running away from Becky.
Alright, that's it.
Becky's gonna have to endure this punishment.
This annoying giant trait or whatever.
She was ready with the counter.
Big elbow.
Stay down.
Drops the leg. picking up speed. Another leg drop. Ooh.
There we go. God damn.
Planning something big here. Oh my God.
Oh,
Drops
oh my back hurts.
right on the lower back.
Wait, how is Becky gonna do a Bailey to belly to Nia Jax? Alright, let's find out.
Waist lock.
Jesus!
That kind of timely maneuver is what puts Becky Lynch on a higher level.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant. Lynch got Oliver. Cover. We have a cover.
That's not gonna be enough.
No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
And Nia Jax is still in this. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of heart from Nia
I would
Jax.
rather not fight forever, please and thank you.
The gears are...
You see that height. That's a surprising move from her here.
Ah, shit!
And a quick kick out. And she fights it off.
She just will not go away.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh.
Let's try this again. Please?
Absolutely out of it.
Please.
Two. And a kick out. No one saw that coming. Amazing kick out. You cannot help but be impressed by Nia Jax's fortitude here tonight.
But-
And Becky Lynch is nothing if not a
There we
50
go.
women's competitor. Surely she's already
Okay.
thinking about her next steps. That
Please?
being said, this could be it. Two.
Thank you.
Lynch wins.
I hear Becky Lynch is poorly executing some of my moves on SmackDown, so what? Not going to give her any attention. Seriously, there isn't enough money in a dump truck to make me watch her entire routine. She just wants attention. Hashtag not watching. And another thing, all Becky Lynch is showing is that the man was never better than the worst horsewoman. Did you see her Bailey to belly? Terrible. Okay, John Cena. Yeah. Hi, Amber. It's weird talking to Amber and not
Thanks for
the other way around.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Spy, yeah.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Tune in to SmackDown next week for a new episode of an old classic when Becky Lynch hosts Ding Dong Hello. Are you kidding me? Ding Dong Hello is my show. You can't just give it away. Okay. Don't mind Bailey. She's just freaking out over copyright infringement.
Welcome to the return of
Sweet
Ding Dong
Jesus.
Hello! I'm your host, Bailey. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion.
Her mouth isn't even moving.
We have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me.
I hate it here.
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is.
If the goal is to knock memories loose for Bailey and get her back to our side, I feel like talking about the horsewomen would work better than talking about damage control. But that could also backfire because I'll do horsewomen then.
You were the heart of the four horsewomen. The soul of us. Remember, Bailey? Do you?
There's downsides to
You were
picking
the sun
both.
we orbited around, the glue that held us together. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
I feel like there's downsides to both, because if I said damage control, Bailey could go like, hey, you know what happened with damage control? They all turned their back on me. And then for horsewomen, you could have her saying that she needs to step out of the shadows of the other horsewomen. Hi, Kyrie.
Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control. It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she
Knock Kyrie. Why do I have to knock her out? Damn.
Becky Lynch on the move. Not finished
I
yet.
feel like if they still had not Charlotte, Sasha in the game, they would have had Sasha end up coming out instead of Kyrie, but
Oh, I think the ring just moved. Right on point.
Kyrie, let's negotiate. God, I can never get the hang of the timing on that.
It looks like
Where are you
she wants
going?
to take this match outside.
Oh, for sure. They definitely would have had both of the golden role models in Mutiny. Ah! I didn't. How did I have such a horrible aim?
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
No denying Becky's desire inside of a fight.
We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. These are the kind of attacks that completely throw off your equilibrium. And things are just going from bad to worse.
I don't know what Kyrie ever did to me to justify me beating her with a chair like that, but... Oh, what do you mean I can't reach her from there?
Becky go round. And Sane is continuously on the defensive. Becky's dishing out a last kicking. Becky Lynch. Diving leg drop from the top rope.
Hey, where are you going?
One more time and landing with incredible impact.
Becky in full control here.
Manhandle slam.
Kyrie's on Dream Street. We all know what is going through their head here.
Yep. Destruction, carnage, annihilation. Yeah, but they should be thinking about this coming out of their paycheck. And this is our cue to get out of Dodge fast. You know,
All right.
what's she doing here? Oh, no, this
We're
is-
ending this the right way.
Get down from there.
We're gonna see.
Woohoo!
And the official
Damn! I knocked myself out with that. Imagine. It's like the spotlight thing all over again. It just doesn't knock her out for some reason.
Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I was the heart and soul of the horsewomen, and that always ate you up inside. You wanted the little girls wearing your costume. You wanted matches like the one I had in Brooklyn. You seethed at everything I built. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, But I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Is 2K pretending that Kyrie didn't turn on Bailey first? Like, am I just misremembering the whole damage control storyline here? I'm pretty sure Kyrie got brought in without Bailey knowing, then Asuka got brought in without without Bailey knowing. Wait, no, other way around. Wait, no, right way around. Whatever. Bailey was one of your job. Hi, Amber.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bailey out of whatever poison Daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
2K has no recollection of that.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
It'll be fine. Becky's a one-man army.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
After you blew up their whole plan to loot the WWE archives? I'm guessing there are wanted posters with your mug and a sizable bounty on them plastered all over Orlando.
I wonder if I can get a monster truck down there.
Honestly, would probably be the most normal thing in Florida ever.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no.
Becky, to win the best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this alone.
I've been a hugger since the beginning. Show Becky who you really are, Bailey. Show them who we are. Team Bailey, join me. Okay. I do like how 2K had the knowledge to reference the fact that CM Punk was, like, really fond of NXT and whatnot, but they didn't have it in them to recall the actual damage control storyline. Hey! Good God, she looks ridiculous.
Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
Now, imagine if Bailey follows this up by cutting down the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Maybe so, Corey.
What the? Tamatonga, is that really you? Yeah. God, I can't do the yeah. Sweet jeez. Alright. Jesus! Stop it. Jesus!
Hooking it up here, what's next?
Yeet.
And movement of rope leg drop by Becky Lynch. Becky went all out there. Didn't hold back one bit.
Becky Lynch. There it is. Manhandle slam.
Becky has opened up an opportunity.
Okay, why was Jessica slapping the shit out of Bailey?
Their second in command.
Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on, Bailey, shake my hand. Come on. This is isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bailey.
going to do it.
Bailey's coming home.
Never. Never.
Damage control? What the heck?
I knew it. I knew Bailey was too far gone.
I never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
That paint on Asuka looks interesting.
You see, Becky? This is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty.
Again, all four of them turn their back on you, Bailey. What is this?
Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing. Mending fences. And so I did. With my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight. Because damage control is mutiny.
I need a better look at Dakota's and Io's attires before I, get an opinion on them.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron.
She's thinking about the friend she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky.
Don't get down on yourself, babe. You beat Bailey on Mutiny's home turf. That's sure to cause some internal drama.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought it could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us. But it wasn't one for Bailey either.
I know we have the hottest couple in WWE, but Mutiny did reunite Damage Control.
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bailey we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside mutiny?
I wouldn't trust that for a
This
second.
is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
Yeah, let's go for the Unity titles.
I don't know about anyone else, but I want those
Unity.
Unity titles out of Mutiny's hands.
Agreed. Think you two can get them this time?
We missed out on them once. We are not letting that happen again.
Definitely.
Good. And let's keep our alliance quiet for now. No need to give Punk any more information than we have to.
So you're saying keep our mouths shut?
Why did Amber look high as hell?
I suppose I can do that.